Welcome everyone back to another Super Dragon Ball Heroes World Mission video. Today we will be talking about each individual wish. So it's going to be a little bit, bear with me. We're going to talk about each one. We're going to talk about which ones you would want to prioritize and what these are good for. And then we'll also come back at the end and talk about how to go ahead and get these Super Dragon Balls easily and efficiently. So hope you guys enjoy. Hit that subscribe if you are new. If there are other guide videos you guys would like to see, let me know in the comments down below. I have been spending a lot of time learning this game and also experimenting with different things. So that being said, let's go ahead and get started. We'll start off with the increase my module slots. Now, this is one that I generally would recommend doing, like off the top. This is one that I would easily recommend doing because what it does is it allows you to hold more modules. Now, modules are good because for one, they hold stats. Secondly, they have a range of different abilities that they can do, and they're just generally good items to have to make your battle easier. Long story short. So again, holding more will always be a good thing, especially because you can only hold 3 per round, I believe. So moving on, grab me a Shenron medal. So this one is a different one. So this one's kind of weird because what it does is you get them from the Purunga Roulette, which is an entirely different thing. You know, it's very uncommon to actually play that as of this point if you're me, right? Regardless, you can only get one here as far as the wishes go, and they have a varying amount of effects. Courtesy of Goresh, I'll kind of just read them to you. So they only affect CPU battles, but when you have 10, you get 1,000 HP. When you have 25, you get 2,000 HP. When you have 50, you get 3,000. When you have 75, you get 4,000 HP. And when you have 99, you get 5,000 HP. But when you get to 150 of these medals, you get 5,000. And Miracle Perfect Chance increases. When you have 200, you get 5,000 HP, and Miracle Perfect Chance increases a lot. And when you have 250, which is the maximum, you get 5,000 more HP, and Miracle Perfect Chance greatly increases. So this is probably the very last thing you should want to do. You don't want to do this. There's not, and again, you can get it from the roulette, and I don't know the drop rates for it there or like how many you get, whatever the case is, but again, this is only for CPU. It doesn't really help you in anything else, but Miracle Perfects are nice to get, so it's up to you. But as I just read, you need a lot of them. You need a lot of them. So grant me a battle module. This will give you a rare module. I've kind of talked about how modules are good. Sometimes it seems like the rarer ones are a little harder to get. You get one after basically every fight you do. So this will just outright give you a rare module, which could be nice. Now, I don't know. I haven't clicked this one in particular. I don't know if it lets you select one or if it just gives you one, right? There are different things in here that sometimes just give you options, right? So that being said, teach me a super attack. Same thing here. It'll teach you a powerful super attack, which is very nice to have on your avatar just in general. But moving on from that, when you are able to go ahead and learn a new super attack, of course, it could be a rare super attack that has a harder drop rate or things of that nature. So these two right here are kind of the same thing. Battle module and a super attack. So promote my avatar to super class. I'm guessing that as you promote, it'll kind of just change, and of course the experience one will change too, I would say. I'd have to get confirmation from some of you guys that have actually done that, but this one is actually interesting because this one you can look at and say, oh yeah, I definitely want to do it, because this is how you get your SSGs and all that stuff on your avatars, right? They go up in class, which is great. This one's different because apparently if you go ahead and immediately do this, and your avatar is not highly leveled, you're actually selling yourself short, which is a very, very long, tedious grind, particularly because the same thing should apply on your next class up, and you're going to be reset to level 1. So the higher your level, the better off you are. But if you're somebody that doesn't really care and you want to just rush, then you can go ahead and proceed. But again, generally, you want to make sure that your avatar is as highly leveled as you can get them to. So moving on. Change my avatar. This is the only way in the game to change your race of your avatar. If you chose Frieza race, which you want to be something else, like a Saiyan, then boom, there you go. Greatly increase my experience. 500 is not a lot as you level up. It's not that much. It starts to become underwhelming, to be honest. That being said, again, it could go up as you class up, so we'll see. And then increase the camaraderie. This one's good. I might have already mentioned this, but increases your ability to do different things, stat gains and stuff. It's a nice amount, I would say, but again, you're better off probably just playing the game as far as like getting in camaraderie is concerned. So for me personally, what I will wind up doing is I'm going to increase my slots. So this will increase your current slots, because again, I do think that's probably the best one to use outright. Super Shenron looks beautiful, by the way. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Select the round. Oh, you're going to make me choose a round for slots. Okay. I'll go round 1. That's fine. Unlocking one slot. Oh, so okay. So it goes one each. Let me go round 2. I'll go round 2. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about how to get the Dragon Balls. Typically, you can get them, though, from playing just about any method in the game. I also do want to show you a little bit of an example for a method that can help you just go ahead and complete the game as far as like getting Dragon Balls is concerned, but also completing some of the arcade content as well. If you want to look for a Dragon Ball, the arcade mode does have a method that allows you to see specific stages that actually have them. So if you're looking for Dragon Balls, you might not want to play that one, but you want to play these couple, and you can actually pick up a Dragon Ball in the process. Now, other than that, the general best, general best way to go ahead and get Dragon Balls. And this is something I want to point out could change in the future if they realize that they don't want it to be that way. I don't know why they would, but, you know, always open to interpretation as something that could potentially happen. Creation mode. So creation mode is a mode where you are able to create custom cards and custom missions and upload them and stuff like that. So I also do want to point out that in the process of playing custom missions, which is something that I'm going to show you guys to do, there are mission rewards. So by playing specific stages a number of times, by playing specific difficulty stages, you see right here, you get a gold ticket by playing an easy stage 100 times, things of that nature. There are various things that you can get in the process. So you're kind of killing two birds with one stone. So when we come out of here, we go to the custom mission section. And this is one trick that has been around a little bit. And let's go ahead and talk about it. So searching missions. So you don't have to specify anything. If you want to, you can. You don't have to specify anything at all. All you have to do is come down and hit the search button, and what will happen is you'll come across a couple of different stages that are generally really good in terms of allowing you to complete some of those mission rewards that I talked about just a moment ago because of the difficulty, like God Boss and Super Boss, stuff like that. But also, they're good because they're very quick and very easy. So this one has 100 HP. Take note of the mission code there because I don't know if this like general searching thing will change. Like, you know, right now you can just search and it'll show up right here, but maybe in the future they're not at the very top of this list, right? And then the second one here, this one's really good too. Generally, these ones with one boss, though, are just good, right? They have varying amounts of HP, varying amounts of difficulty, and as a result, they do have different specifications. Now, each time you run these stages, some Dragon Balls will drop. Well, a Dragon Ball, will drop among various other rewards. You can get gacha tickets, you can get equipment, you can get stickers, and I can tell you that from firsthand experience, we're going to play this really quick. From firsthand experience, this is how also you get a lot of really, really good equipment like attacks and stuff like that for the custom deck building, like those different options down there, the Potara metal icon, all those different ones. I get some really, really good equipment or accessories from playing this mode in particular, and it drops some very rare ones as well. So let's jump in, and I'll show you guys an example battle versus the Cybermen, or not the Cybermen, Jocko, and then we'll do the Cybermen after really quick. So here we go. First round, a Super Dragon Ball will appear. Each time you do this, a Super Dragon Ball does appear every time, which is why I said you could literally run this stage a handful of times in under 10 minutes if you're diligent with it, and you should be good to go. So all you have to do is hold on to the Dragon Ball at the end of the round, as you guys should already know. Just make sure you don't lose the Dragon Ball somehow. Versus Jocko, spoiler, you shouldn't. I don't know how it would be possible to lose to Jocko. So yeah, that being said, make sure that you are just holding on to the Dragon Ball at the end of the round. So first round is all that you need. You only need one round. And a Super Dragon Ball, again, does appear each time, which is why I was saying maybe in the future they patch this out or whatever the case is. We've already won. I don't need to do anything. So we win here. And that is all it takes. That is all it takes to get a Dragon Ball. That quick, that easy, that fast. We already have a Dragon Ball down. And again, I've already explained why the Dragon Balls are good for various reasons and what you would want to do. Now, this also is a good method quietly for, again, farming other materials in the game, but also for character leveling, camaraderie bonuses, and just stuff like that. This is actually just a really good method for everything that you need to farm in the game, basically. It's a really good method. So make sure that you're doing this and you're practicing this because it'll help you level up your avatar faster, level up camaraderie, all of that stuff. It'll also give you, each time, a new battle module, just different things that are helpful. So we do get our second Dragon Ball because I skipped one in between. So we did get a module that I don't need. So let's go ahead and move on. So right here, I'll go ahead and see right here, we're getting over 300 experience. I leveled up as part of the process. I'm going to go ahead and skip really quick, and I'll show you guys the stage that we want to do as far as the Cybermen are concerned. Now, again, like I was saying, if you want to go ahead and take note of that mission code in the future, maybe they're not at the top of the list, so it'd be very smart to do that. So that's one thing I would recommend doing. Okay, so as you see, another Super Dragon Ball is here. We are up against a team of Cybermen. Now, the key difference here is that the Cybermen have a lot more HP, but it's not that hard to deal with them. So the Cybermen will only send out one attacker, basically. So that's going to make it very, very easy to actually complete this within a couple of rounds. But again, against them, it's a little bit, unless you have a one-turn deck, you might wind up taking 2 turns. So again, make sure that you don't lose the CI, so you don't lose the Dragon Balls. So we're going to just begin. I'm going to actually send him back because he's a supporter generally anyway. And we'll go for you right there, and Cooler can go right here as well. And then that'll basically be it. All right, so let's see if we can win the attack phase. All right, so as you see, a lot of HP. And I got the Miracle, because I think I was going to win that regardless, but I do get the Miracle, which is helpful. So the Miracle does kick in. We're going to do some bonus damage there. He is now stunned, so he can't guard against this attack. So unfortunately, since I'm not launching any supers, it's not a huge deal. But he can't guard against this, so we're going to get some bonus damage. Yes, damage while they're dabbing. All right, so again, if you lose CI here, he will steal the Dragon Ball from you because this is a Dragon Ball attack. However, I will say on the following turn, if you have, see like right here, I barely won. If you have if you take a second turn and you lost the Dragon Ball, you basically can steal it back. So keep that in mind as far as that's concerned. So we'll be right back in just a second. Okay, so this should be the end of it. It generally does, like I said, just take a couple of turns. So this is turn 2. Plus 5,000 power. The Dragon Ball should max out, and it does. So that's helpful. We're going to go ahead and beat it here. We're going to start doing a lot more damage. Again, assuming I can actually win the CI. You just got to make sure you win the CI. All right, perfect. There we go. So we're going to get a couple supers here. So Cooler should be able to beat it with burst mode. So we get the full burst. Well, he's not going to beat it, but he's going to get pretty close. I keep forgetting this unit has like 60,000 HP, which is absurd. That's a lot of HP to have. All right, so some very good damage kicking in. All right, 7,000. So Mass Saiyan. Oh, he won. That one wasn't good at all. So we're getting a couple supers here. All right, so Gamma Burst is going to do a ton of damage, by the way. This will do a lot of damage. It's going to get us basically to the point where we almost win next round. Or at the end of the next attack, excuse me. 21 collective. We got 4 attacks kicking in here. And then if we don't win, he's stunned, by the way. If we don't win, we do have some rush modes that can kick in. So this should be KO. So as you see, it's not as easy or as quick. This method is definitely slower than the other one, but it does still work for the general practice. So regardless, we do pick up a Super Dragon Ball. So that is the guide. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Hit that subscribe if you happen to be new for more content. Make sure you leave a thumbs up if this video, was helpful for you, and if it was something you guys enjoyed. So have an awesome day, everyone, and I'll catch all of you in the next one. And take it easy, everybody.